Yo, 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 what's up, everybody? How y'all feeling today? How y'all doing? Like, what's going on? What's popping? What's cracking? I don't know what else to say. Just chilling. Just had to do some paperwork. Well, not really paperwork, but like, I had to do like some computer training and going back to Starbucks, whatever. People ask me how I work so many jobs. Like, I work, this is like, if you count DoorDash, just four jobs. Like, I'm telling you like this, man. I only come out the house. If I'm not with my sons, I only come out the house for two reasons: money and pussy. That's it. Like, nothing else matters. Like, you know what I'm saying? It really doesn't. Like, if I ain't making money, then I don't want to come out the house. Like, because it's just wasting gas or you spending money. Like, and I ain't trying to do neither. You know what I'm saying? People like, why you work so much? Like, because, like, I don't like wasting time. Like, you know what I'm saying? I like making money. Like, that's what I like to do. Y'all motherfuckers like to sit in bed and sleep all goddamn day. Not me, man. There's 24 hours in a fucking day. You only need, like, 4 to 10. I mean, 2 to 4 hours of sleep. That's all you fucking really need. I mean, 4 is a good sleep. You know what I'm saying? 2 is like a good nap. You know what I'm saying? You can take naps here and there. It's not like I'm working 2 12-hour days. You know, I mean, 2 12-hour like shifts. Like, you know, where I'm working 24 hours. It's like the most I probably work in a day is maybe 16. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, but you can manage it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, even if I work 16 hours, that's still another 8 hours of shit to do. You know what I'm saying? 4 hours to myself, 4 hours to sleep. Like, if I wanted to. Like, or 6 hours to myself, 2 hours of sleep. It depends on, like, what it is. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to make time for me. You know what I'm saying? I got to. I was up all night watching Game of Thrones in Maryland. Like, Maryland's just my go-to show. Like, Game of Thrones, that's the shit last night, yo. I called that shit. Like, nobody like was listening 3 weeks ago when I called that shit. But I said, yo, even though he doesn't want it, Bran gonna get that goddamn crown, because I was like, Jon 1 is not gonna unbend the knee, which he still didn't. He stabbed her, told her she's still a queen, whatever. Tyrion, I almost thought he died. I was like, no. I was like, man, they can't kill Tyrion. Tyrion too goddamn smart, man. Like, I don't know, man. I don't know if it's just like that he just woke up one day and like, yo, I'm a midget, man. I gotta be smarter than all these fuckers to stay alive. But like, yo, he is too damn smart, man. Like, how you become a prisoner and like you get freed by being the hand to the king. You know what I'm saying? Like, you the hands of the queen. You said, fuck that shit, threw your badge in front of her goddamn face. You know what I'm saying? You was about to die. You talked the one person that could get close enough to her. You talked him into killing her. Got yourself, like, if that wasn't the most premeditated shit, like, and the whole time he was just sitting there like he didn't know what was going on. He's just sitting there like just like acting all sad and innocent. Like, that motherfucker had that shit planned out. He was so pissed off. He was just mad he couldn't kill her himself. That's the only thing. That's the only thing. That motherfucker was just mad he couldn't kill her himself. But I love the simple fact that the wildlings, like, they sentenced Jon Snow to the House of Black. First of all, if you haven't seen I should have warned y'all before I went into it. If you haven't seen the last episode of Game of Thrones, just cut it off, because I'm about to give all the information now. Should have warned y'all. But anyway, first of all, like, the most gangster part about the end, like, because it showed who had the strongest house. Like, it was a point of showing it. It was the Starks. And it was simply because they kept it family. Like, where the Lannisters was falling apart, and then they tried to come back towards the end, but it was too late. All the other fucking houses was being little bitch ass motherfuckers and like being scared of everybody. The Targaryen, she only had one motherfucker that and she let his ass go. So like, you know, she fucked around and like pissed him off. Like, so it showed, like, it was so, like, if you're not a fan of like Game of Thrones, like, and you can still watch the show and be amazed by like the symmetry of how beautiful it was. But You probably won't understand it though until you watch the show. But like it was just like the way they put together that last episode was just amazing. Like I don't think it was another way to write it. I really don't. I really don't think it was another way to write it. Like I really think that they did their thing on it, and it's just crazy. Like. Super crazy. But it was an amazing show. It was an amazing episode. But like what I was about to say, like, oh my God, it was so many like key points to that Jank. How crazy Danny. Emily, I forgot what her last name is. The actress that played Danny made Crazy look so goddamn cute. Like, it wasn't even like it was like sexy, like it was a turn on. It was just cute. The way she was a cute, crazy motherfucker. She was the reason why, like, somebody be like, why you deal with her crazy ass? Like, you just see her? She's cute as a bitch. Like, she made it like Jon Snow, like, saw the crazy in her. That's why he stabbed her ass. Like, he saw her. He was like, she was like talking about, I know because I know. And he was like, yeah, but how do you know that the world is going to be better if nobody has ever did it like that before? Because I know. You know how, and then he went, and furthermore was like, you know how many people thought that and it ended up the way it is? Like, and she was like, well, I have say so or something like that. And like this motherfucker like, yo, I gotta stab her. Like, I think that was the last phrase where he was like, I gotta stab her. This bitch is going completely crazy. She's my aunt and she still want to be with me. And I'm like, yo, I can't do it. Stabbed her ass. And the way the dragon, like, I thought the dragon was going to get Jon at first. I was like, yo, man, Jon can't go out like that, yo. Nah, not with the fire breathing. I thought, like, if I would have wrote it, something would have happened where, like, Jon could have touched the dragon could have, like, but, like, it wouldn't have had no loyalty. Like, so my ending would have been stupid because I would have had Jon riding off on the dragon and it just would have been gangster like that. Like, but like in all honesty, that would have been no loyalty to Danny if that dragon rode off into the sunset and said, fuck you, the way I wanted it to do. But they sentenced Jon to the night walk, the night tower or whatever, the watchtower or whatever you call it, the night watch or something like that. And they sent him to there to life, saying that he would never be able to father other children and all this blah 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 blah. And when he gets there, Lord behold, that red-haired wild Link motherfucker was sitting there waiting for his ass. Like, fuck y'all motherfuckers. That's our king. We bent the knee. Me and all my people is coming to get Jon, and we getting the fuck out of here. Fuck y'all. Y'all not sentencing that man right now or ever. And I was like, yes. And I love the fact that this show did so much shit with no words. Like, not just this episode, like, even with the Night King and, like, other people. And, like, just, it's hard to create a story with no words. But, like, they captured it. Like, they captured fear with the Night King with no words because the motherfucker didn't talk. They captured the greatest scene ever at the end when he went up there in the wild. I mean, it was everybody. Like, they had all the soldiers, the kids, even the goddamn kids was like standing up there. They were like, hell no, you are not taking Jon Snow. Like, they meant that shit. Like, they meant that shit. They meant that shit. They meant that shit. They meant that shit. And I was like, yes. That's what the fuck. I was like, yes. Like, man, that show was so fucking amazing, man. Like, welcome to Everybody Hates Mike Club, by the way. Everybody, you know what I'm saying? There's going to be a reason why everybody hates me. So, fuck what. That's my name. It used to be Sexy Mike. I'm about to get, like, once I get my shit caught up and get my cash back to where it was, I'm like working on it. That's why I'm working so goddamn much. I'm going to get, actually, I want to get like a one of those like shaded sleeves, like to cover over my old name, Sexy Mike. That was my rap name when I wanted to be a rapper. Now I just want to be like somebody that like basically like entertain, like, but like I want to be more into like everything. I don't want to like I never, like, people always like, oh, chase your dreams, but my dreams were never to be like famous or never to be like one thing. I never wanted to be like just a rapper. Like that never was my thing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I want to be able to do anything and everything when I want to do it. And that's my goal in life. Like, I want to be able to help people. I want to be able to mentor. I want to be able to chill. I want to be able to free people's minds. Like, that's the whole goal. Like, on my fingers, free mind. Let's say free soul on my knuckles, man, because that's what my life is about. I free myself from stress, bullshit. I don't follow no rules. I create my rules within their laws. You know what I'm saying? I don't break the law because I'm not trying to go to jail. But I do that shit. Like, that's why I don't buy weed anymore. Like, because you can get pulled over. Like, I'm not trying to get pulled over with some fucking weed and get locked up. Fuck that shit. No, it ain't worth it. Like, being high ain't worth it. You want me to get high, you invite me over, I'll smoke with you, and then, like, that's cool. But you ain't selling me no shit. Like, fuck you. I got 2 sons to take care of. I'm not trying to get in trouble for that shit. That's that bullshit right there, man. But like, what up though, man? Like, what up, man? There's a lot of stuff I want to talk about, but I'm not gonna do it all on this. The Game of Thrones was obviously the most like recent thing that like happened in my life. Watching that show like before work, not before work, but like when I got off last night, and before I went to sleep, that in Maryland. I wish like Maryland was like as big here too, because there's a lot of shit you can talk about that show too, because that show is like amazing. Like, that show is like amazing. Like, the loyalty that man has for King Arthur is like no other, and like you don't really see that in life anymore. Like, but that was a good show. There's a lot of stuff that's going on. Like, I was talking to like some females at work, you know what I'm saying, or women, because I heard they don't like to be called, some of them don't like to be called females. I don't understand this new generation. Like they allow labels to have way too much power. They allow words to have way too much power. Like, I don't understand it. Like, it's like you can't say certain things, you can't do certain things, and like I don't understand like how they expect everybody to change and accept like everything. Like you got Pride coming up. Like how many parties do they need to have? You know what I'm saying? Like I have nothing against anybody's sexuality or nothing, but like when you throw it in people's faces so much, like eventually like you're gonna end up doing the opposite of what you're trying to achieve. Like, that's like if like every time you turn around, like imagine if you was gay, every time you turn around somebody's like throwing straight parties in your face. But you know what I'm saying, like being like straight day, you know what I'm saying, just in your face. Like in your face. Like, yes, y'all go through a lot of bullshit, but that's a choice that you made. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I don't understand. Like, people don't understand. Like, look, I'm going to break it down to you. If you don't like the circumstances or the places that you live in, either fight to change it or move. That's it. That's it. You can't be mad if other people don't agree with you. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you want to be happy-go-lucky and you want to be like, go to places where they accept you and they love you. Richmond is a big city for that. San Francisco like New York, like go to places, LA, like you can go to places like that. Don't be in Oklahoma, Alabama, or like, you know what I'm saying, places where they like straight rednecks and they like fucking hate everything and like think that you're gonna make a change, because you're not. They trying to, in Alabama, they trying to goddamn give women 99 years for having an abortion. You think they give a fuck about you being happy? Like, no. Like, no. Like, that's the thing I was talking about, like, before I was like switch the subject. Like, you can't get mad at that. If you know it what it is and you still choose to do this stupid like, if you know that you can get harassed and all this shit for for anything that you believe in. That's like me being in Alabama and I be in a like an area where the KKK is, and they like, nigga, if you date a white girl, we gonna kill you, and I decide to do it any fucking way. Then that's a choice that I made. You know what I'm saying? I can't get mad at that because I knew what the outcome was gonna be. You know what I'm saying? Is it right? No, it's not right. But if I make that choice, yes, that means that I'm willing to stand up and fight for what I believe in. Yes. But it's not going to be easy. And I don't understand why people think that it should be. It's not going to be easy. It's not going to be easy. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Like, it doesn't matter what you believe in or somebody's going to believe in something different. And somebody's going to think something different. And somebody's going to act different. And you know what I'm saying? It's never going to be kumbaya. Because, like, no matter how peaceful you get something in, like, every, like, the thing that I love, every anime, every, like, TV show, every, like, anything that involves, like, somebody searching for complete peace, there's always somebody that knows that is a sign of weakness, and somebody is going to test it. So there's always somebody ready. Even though everybody else kumbaya and having a peaceful time, there's always somebody else ready. Like Boruto is like the spinoff of Naruto. Naruto, they fought so much to get peace, and they finally got it. And in Boruto, one motherfucker was like, staying alert, because what happened? Somebody came and tested those motherfuckers, and they was all untested. And they didn't, like, they was for a rude awakening, like, rude awakening. They just wasn't prepared for the one motherfucking son to be as strong as he was. They wasn't prepared for Boruto. Because if Boruto didn't come, Naruto ass would have been dead. And all the motherfuckers that went after him, they would have been dead. Boruto, like, was touched by, like, a god demon or whatever that thing is, and, like, gave him the power, and plus he got the same thing his dad got, the Rasengan, but his is vanishing. So that bitch disappear and then reappear on your ass. Like, what? You throw something and it disappear and then it hit you? You don't see it until it hits you? Like, no. So, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, so for everybody that want peace, you got to understand peace is never going to exist, because as soon as it does, somebody's going to take advantage of that. Somebody's going to take control of it, because everybody has their own different view of what peace is and what a perfect world is. Some people, and you can't get mad about it. You just got to look at it like it's your world and everybody else is in it. Some people lives, like, there's a man that's going around probably thinking that he should be the only man on earth with all the women. You know what I'm saying? There might be some women thinking that they should be the only woman on earth with all the men. Like, there might be, like, some people that think, like, it should be a world but nothing but heterosexuals. Like, in order for you to be happy in life, you have to accept everything and everybody. You have to. And you have to accept it, and what the things that you don't like, you just keep away from you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't have to be mean about it. You don't have to be racist about it. I have a lot of friends. Like, I don't want to be that type of person that, like, try to count out, like, you know how white people, like, I got black friends, and I'll be like, oh, I got gay friends. But I know, like, I have associates that I know that like that. And, like, I hear their stories, and they tell it to me. I let them, it be an open book policy. But everybody knows that I don't swing that way. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, so they don't try. And that's just how it is. Like, you can be open and free with whatever you want to be with. You know what I'm saying? As long as you have boundaries and rules, nobody's gonna mess with that. People might try to test it, but you can strong arm that shit. Like, you can try. You can try, motherfucker, but like, you're not gonna be happy with the outcome, because no, I don't want it. I don't want it. You know what I'm saying? So that's just how it is. Like, so in life, you gotta understand that. Like, now, for all the people and all the women that, if that law get passed and y'all decide to stay there, you can't get mad if you try it and you get locked up for 99 years. Now, is it right? Fuck no, it ain't right. Like, no man should be able to have any control over what somebody else do with their lives, as long as they're not hurting nobody. I guess they consider that as murder, but like I don't understand. This is the thing I don't understand. Like, what happens to that guy that rapes them? Like, what if they get raped and get pregnant? What happens to that guy? Do he get 99 years too? Because he essentially is the reason why this is happening. Like, it has to be some like fairness in that, like, for me to understand it. You know what I'm saying? For me to like be like, okay, I agree with it. And I mean, the reason they're doing that is because they need the welfare to stay up. They need all that stuff to stay up. That's how they get their money, man. Like, that'll give them more reason to tax, more people to like do. They don't want to cut like potential like people that they could have. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's all that is, man. A blind man can see that. Blind man can see that, man. Like, in life, man, you have to do what makes you happy, man. And you gotta stop stressing over like there's simple stuff like people, especially if you don't have no ties. Like, if you don't want kids and you have no ties to like no area, you can get up and go. You know what I'm saying? I can't just get up and go and leave Virginia because I have two sons that I have to provide for. So I have to make sure I can get up and like move everybody if I wanted to get up and go. You know what I'm saying? That's just what it is. And I have 2 sons to look after, man. Like, and I have to find a way to make this thing work. It's called life. People like, why you work so much?